Hello everyone and welcome to my 250th video special. Now, if some of the eagle-eyed people out there might notice, this is the 253rd video because it actually crept up on me. I wanted to do this for a while, do a Q&A for my 250th, but I realised I was on 249 and then I had to put out the post saying ask me some questions, and I didn't want to wait a couple of days to get the questions and not post, so I just said I'd carry on posting and this will still be the 250 special even though it's the 253rd video. But we'll move on swiftly. I have 10 questions from YouTube comments, YouTube community tab, Twitter. I will link my Twitter down below, come and follow if you want, and some Discord questions. So we're going to jump straight in with the YouTube ones. So question 1, have you ever been to a Moto GP race? If so, which one? I'm usually at Silverstone every year from this user on YouTube. Yes, I've been to 2. I was at Silverstone in 2016. Crutchlow put it on pole on Saturday in the rain, and Vinales' first win on the Suzuki. He cleared off. Great battle between Rossi, Marquez and Cal for the rest of the podium. Cal got second, Rossi third, and Marquez came back in fourth or fifth. He had a near collision with Valentino through Magna Beckett's right in front of us. He ran off track, put his hand up and carried him behind him, but yeah, Rossi got the better of him that day and got the podium. So unbelievable experience. Now the only thing for me, obviously living in Ireland, going to Silverstone makes most sense. Quite expensive, and me being stupid, I went Saturday, Sunday, and on Saturday I decided baseball hat, puffy jacket and shorts was the outfit of the day. Got there and I was fucking freezing because it was a cloudy, overcast day, and any of you who have been to Silverstone will know that it's built on an old airfield, so it is as flat as a snooker table, so if there's any wind you're getting blown every which way. And I was up in the stands in turn 1, turn 3, I was all over the track that day. I made use of it, but it was a good fun day. But yeah, the second race I've been to was in 2019. I went to Misano. I decided me and my girlfriend were going to go to, it was between Mugello, Misano and Jerez. Jerez because I absolutely adore it, Mugello because Rossi Mania, and Misano's because it's home track. And as well, we made a holiday out of it. I think we went to Italy for like 10 days, but the GP was the main reason. And did a few other things. Went to the Ducati Museum, very expensive, but man, the bikes you have there. I saw like Nicky Hayden's 07 Ducati, no 07, 09, 08 and 09 that year. And there was just like Foggy's old ones, there was Tricourse's old super bikes. They were just, I highly recommend it. The factory was unbelievable, it was so good. I saw Davi's 2016 GP 16, unbelievable up close. But again, get completely sidetracked as I knew I would in this video. If we are ever in Bologna, which is where it is, I think Bologna is where it is, yeah, Bologna, I would recommend it. Now it was like 60 quid I think to get in, 60 euro or 50, but so it was expensive. But for the bikes you see, especially someone who's so crazy with bikes like I am, it was absolutely mind-blowing to see. But anyway, get back to Misano. We went the Friday, the Saturday and the Sunday. We did the whole weekend, and I was sitting on the outside of Corvone, and I remember distinctly when I went to Silverstone the first time I didn't go the Friday. I flew over to England on the Friday and then went Saturday morning by myself, and then my family came with me on the Sunday. That was in 2016. I was just finished school at the time, and I remember just getting off this bus thing, and I just remember hearing the Moto 3 had gone out for FP3 and just the noise off, and Jesus Christ, they were loud. And at this point I was still a good 3-4 minute walk from like the side of the track, like, and these things were just, I can't describe. If you've never been to one, I highly recommend it. No matter what it costs, it is worth it. I'm kind of in the middle of planning another one. I will eventually go to another race, and yeah, but back to Misano. It's really weird because it was in kind of 2019, so Rossi and Marquez were still absolutely hated compared to each other. And like, I got completely frisk search going through. They wouldn't let me bring in a can of Lynx with me. I had this glass bottle of water, they wouldn't let me bring that in, and they were very strict on security. Again, now Italians and Spaniards, probably a lot of heated things could happen. But I remember just, it's a bit of like a grass hill you come up over as you get to the track, just a bit back before the entry to Corvone. And it was FP1, the Moto 3s were just going out when I got to the track, and bloody Jesus, they don't hang around on lap 1. They were absolutely on the limiter in 6th gear going through the first kink at Corvone, and I was just standing going, holy fuck, And yeah, it was just a stunning weekend. We got into the, I might throw some pictures actually on screen of if I can find them on my phone of the Sunday after the race when the podium was up, because we had the track invasion, the usual Italians, and it was just surrounded by Italians. It was fucking amazing. But anyway, if you can ever go to one anywhere in the world, definitely recommend going to a GP 100%. And I've blabbed on for this for so long. That's only question one. Next up is, what is your dream bike? No limitations. Now, I've read this question a couple of times and I still can't answer it. No limitations, dreams bike. Jesus, even now I'd have to say I'm going to give one motocross bike and one road bike, because I do love my motocross. I'd love a KX 500, a 2-stroke, just for the absolute sheer mind-boggling fucking fun it would be, and how crazy one of them would be. Road bike, I'd probably have to go for like something like, I've had discussion with people before, and a lot of people say, oh, an R6, if you had to ride but one bike for the rest of your life. A lot of people say R6. I'd say, if I would answer that, I'd always go for like a high-end R1. So like maybe the Endurance R1, they're meant to be one of the best bikes in the world to ride. But then you have also like the HP4 races and the MS1,000,000 or whatever the new BMWs are called. They're pretty cool as well. But I will give a final answer of the Endurance R1 and the KX 500 2-strokes motocross bike. They were the two. I know it's just what's your dream bike, but I said I give one of each. Next up is, since when have you been playing the MotoGP games? I played the first MotoGP game. It was back in the year, let me think about it, it would have been 2003. I would have been 5 years old. Back in the day, PlayStation used to do this magazine where they gave this disc with a load of demos on it. It was only like maybe 10 minutes of a game, but MotoGP 2 was in it, and there was 2 tracks, 2 riders you go as. I don't remember what one of them was, but the other was Rossi on the 500 2-stroke in the bright yellow at Suzuki in the rain. I just remember playing that. Like, that was the only thing you could do in it. And again, I think the other track was Aston. I don't remember who the other rider was on this demo. I remember just playing it so much. And then I got my first full one was MotoGP 4 PS2. And I've been pretty much playing them since. I skipped a few, so I went MotoGP 4, didn't play 06, 07, then 09, 010, and I've had every single one since 09, 010. So 09, 010, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and soon to be 22 when that gets released. So yeah, pretty much almost 20 years now I've been playing them. Do you bike in real life is question number 4. Currently don't own one, but I do have a license and I do ride in real life. Yes, I had my most recent, well, I technically do have a bike, but it's not actually road worthy at the moment. It's in a million pieces. It's a 1996 CBR 250RR. It's a carbureted 4-cylinder 250. This thing revs higher than an F1 car. It's one of the crazy facts about this thing. But yeah, it's kind of in the middle of being put back together, also being ignored because it's a bike. I don't have room for it, and it's really hard to get things for Hondas that old, so I'm struggling to get parts. But anyway, it's kind of a side project that I don't have money, time, or the effort to go and do anything about it. But I've had many motocross bikes in my life, but currently don't have anything because I am currently in between living away from home, as I live 110 miles away now with where I'm going to college. I'm nearly finished it and then I'll be back home, and then my YouTube should be back to normal, because it's a bit all over the place at the moment with uploads and stuff, so I can't really have a schedule. But yeah, I do bike in real life. And my next question is, why don't you get more subscribers? And I wish it was just so much easier that I could just go get some, just Control C, Control into the or Control A, Control C, Control V into the box, and just add a load more, just a couple of zeros to the end of it, and just have massive income. Then I'd be able to afford all them dream bikes that I was on about. But yeah, I wish it was that easy just to get some more subscribers. So that was question number 5. Now we're going to jump over to my Twitter questions. What sports other than motorbikes are you into? So I'm big into soccer. I'm a Manchester United fan. I've been to Old Trafford twice. Once for a stadium tour back in 2014 when Sir Alex Ferguson retired. Louis van Gaal had taken over at the time, and I went again in, I think it was the same year I went to GP. I went to United Spurs, which was the game actually yesterday as a recording. We beat them 3-2. We fucking got hammered 3-0 that day. Mourinho was a manager at the time. But anyway, yeah, I'm big into soccer. I like UFC, boxing, and pretty much anything bike related. So I follow, obviously, I know it's other than bikes, but I follow GP, Superbikes, BSB, F1, MXGP and Supercross as best I can, even though just with the times it's very hard to keep an eye on it. But yeah, I basically keep an eye on everything that, as well as snooker. Big snooker fan. But yeah, that's about it really. Yeah, that's about all sports I think. I like American football, but again, anything on the other side of the Atlantic is kind of a no-go for me because of the times and all that, and it's just really hard to follow. So for question number 6, what do I do for work? I am a mechanic, or I'm an apprentice mechanic. I work for Audi, and I'm currently away doing my off-the-job training, and that's why I'm living away from home. So yeah, I am an apprentice mechanic. So yeah, how old am I? I'm 23. That's question number 8. And yeah, born 1998, 23 years old. Is it in my description actually if you want to check it out? I've updated it lately. When did you get into GP? Now, this is quite a hard one to say. Well, it's not. It's hard to remember exact numbers, but I used to live with my nan when I was young. Me and my mother. I would have been 3, 4, that age. And I had a VHS tape, some of you might even know what that is, of Bruno 2000, I believe. Rossi crashes on like the penultimate lap in Schwanz's corner. From memory now, this is me trying to remember this race from as a child. I haven't watched it obviously in years, but I know the track better now and I know the corners. And I just remember he crashes there, and I was obsessed with Rossi back then. I don't know why I was obsessed with him, because this was the year 2000 that I was watching him, and he wasn't like the kind of predominant one. For some reason I was just obsessed with him back then as well, even before he, and obviously he was a 2-time champion then, but as a 4-year-old, championships, it was just I liked that rider and that was it, and I stuck with him for another 20 odd years. But yeah, I was into a lot. Now obviously as a child it's very hard to follow sport. Back in the day you had no social media when I was that young, so you just watched it on, it used to be on, so in England you have BBC, which is the British broadcast channel I think it's called. In Ireland we have RTE, and it used to be free to air on that, so I could watch it then they got rid of it for whatever reason. They got rid of it, and I was on Eurosport, and I managed to watch a lot of the mid 2000s that, but I haven't missed a race since the year 2009, I believe. I've watched every race since 2009. I might have missed 1 or 2, but I remember I was working for a few of them, but I watched them all back. But I've watched every race since 2009. I remember at that age, in 2009 I was 11, and that was the kind of age where you can kind of understand time and follow things and actually like get up for things, and you're not just like a clueless child. So yeah, 2009 was the start of it. And the final question is, will you ever do a face reveal? And yeah, I can do one right now. I'll throw my picture on screen now. Yeah, there's my lovely face. Anyway, I'm going to end it here. I don't know how long I've blabbered on for. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for the questions. I might do one again, maybe at like 2,000 subs, 300 videos, God knows. I've also 200,000 views on the channel, which is pretty crazy. That's a lot of views. But yeah, just want to say thank you for all the love and support on the channel, and I shall catch you all in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.